Sambonani Tobela Dumelang Goeiedag and Da Molweni, and good day to all of, did you guys hear my radio voice over there? Good day, Campeones, champs. Trust that all of you guys are well and of course smiling there where you are. Side note, did you know that your smile is not for you, but for the person in front of you?
Nice.
Go ahead. Dave, here's my smile for you, bud.
Thanks, bud.
Lekker. Bring it in. So good to have you here again.
Awesome.
Second week in a row. We're gonna go. We're gonna do this. What?
Do it.
When you got momentum, you got to keep on going.
That's it.
Momentum is your best friend, or your second best after Jesus. All right, your best friend. Nonetheless, Dave, we're gonna be talking about, guys, the difference between needs and wants. Needs and wants. Dave, over to you. What are needs and what are wants? I know they sound like very basic English words, but what are needs and what are wants?
Oh gosh. Well, sometimes I think I could have written the book on this, and in the last episode, we spoke about the decisions that we make and thinking before acting, and I think needs and wants really tie in with that because I personally have to ask myself very often, do I need that new bicycle or do I want that new bicycle?
Gotcha.
And this is where giving things a lot of thought comes into it. And we live in a very complicated world. We live in a world where instant gratification is the name of the game. I mean, I can go onto my phone now and I can buy my groceries. I can buy the bicycle on my phone.
There we go.
And it just means that at the tip of our fingers we can make decisions without giving it any thought. And ultimately the difference between a need and a want, the need is, what is this going to do in my life right now, and how can it affect the people around me? Whereas a want often takes very little thought. I see it, I think I need it, but the long-term ramifications, as we mentioned last time, so often don't tie in with either God's goals for our lives. Have we a very good way of looking at the difference between need and a want: have I consulted God on this thing? Have I really included Him in the decisions? And so often the wants get us into trouble because we end up spending money that we don't have. It's that CC, the credit card.
That's it.
Hey,
Cut them up.
I know, right? Tell me about it. Guys, I've made the mistakes myself, and the school of hard knocks. And ultimately, I'm happier in my life having less, but having things that I need rather than what I want, and I don't have this cloud of bondage over me anymore. And by God's grace, I feel I'm being healed of that,
Brilliant.
day in, day out. So think before you spend, think before you act, think before you buy, think before you post.
Got you. Yeah, just because our uncle Mark Zuckerberg says what's on your mind doesn't mean that you should tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's rather not to say anything. The whole ancient wisdom from God's word: be slow to speak, quick to listen, rather,
and have people in your life that you can share with.
Absolutely.
If I've got something going on in here that shouldn't be on social media, I'm going to talk to my main man Will over here and get your heart in it, and that's what I think accountability and
spot on.
That is all about.
Spot on. And I think also just to add on there, Dave, and maybe you guys can agree, maybe you can type agree in the comment section down below. But I think, well, for me personally at least, and I think it's also potentially the case for many others, over 8 billion odd people, a lot of our wants are actually quote unquote inspired by envy or by covetousness. I mean, you see the rapper on MTV or wherever, they got the nice car. A lot of the times it's not even their car.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
No,
it's an image that's being portrayed to us. I'm not saying that some of them don't have their own cars. I'm just saying don't let the media, or mainstream media at least, lie to you the whole time. A lot of the stuff that we see on TV is not actually the truth. All right, so may you be very careful, and this is not to strike fear into you in any way, shape, or form, but just so that you don't make the same mistake that I've made or that Dave has made at the end of the day.
Indeed, very much so.
So we want to just kind of seal this up and close this off with encouraging you. It might not be the answer that you want to hear, right? But this is really going to benefit and add immense value to you. Get alone with God.
Yes.
All right? Because it's so easy to get alone with Instagram and all these things. We're not saying that social media is demonic. We're just saying, like, listen, get alone with God. Because once He gives you that vision and releases that vision over your life, then the things, you'll be shocked. The things you actually begin to desire ties in with that vision that He has for your life, because it gives your life purpose,
100%.
it gives your life direction, all right? Because the people perish for a lack of knowledge and a lack of vision moving forward. So get alone with Him, because that is, all right, not where the magic happens, but where the majestic happens at the end of the day.
When the things of the world grow strangely dim in the
Sure.
light of His glory and grace, eh?
That sounds like a song.
That is a song.
There we
It's one
go.
of my favorites, but I think it's so pertinent. Let's invest in God, and the things of the world become less important.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
lovely.
In Him is all wealth, all riches. Everything that we desire is right there in Him. And He knows the desires of your heart. And as you delight yourself in Him, He will grant you the desires of your heart. So again, Dave, thank you so much, champ. Hey,
My pleasure. Love it.
what's the right word? A well. There we go. A well of wisdom. A well of wisdom. Yes, it's a wow.
There we go.
It's a
There
wow.
we go.
Awesome, Dave. Thank you so much, champ.
Hey, well, anytime, babe.
Awesome. Thank you so much to you
Yeah.
guys for taking the time to tune in today. If you haven't shared this video and you found it somewhat value,
Share
or
it.
maybe you think it's stupid, just go ahead and share it. Anyhow, come on, just click that share button, hit that like button over there as well. Consider subscribing, and also know that this video is proudly brought to you by PKF. Go and check them out at pkf.co.za, an incredible company doing incredible things. Also, some good news. We got the new King and Me book out called Bigger Than the Bully. So if you are struggling with either bullying at school, or maybe you are the bully, all right, this book then is most definitely for you. It's going to empower you to become bigger than the bully the right way. All right, the right way. Nothing like great exposure moving forward. So you can go and check that out also at kingandme.co.za for that. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this. And just know also today, namhlanje Gutsi, your voice matters.